Hi, my name is Karen and welcome to my presentation for EDC171, Impact of Deforestation on the Bornean Orangutan. The orangutan is critically endangered and their decline in numbers is due to human activities like deforestation and hunting. This topic was chosen to gain a better understanding of how global demand for palm oil has impacted the orangutan and the forest of Borneo. To begin this inquiry, I conducted a basic keyword search on Google using the phrase deforestation in Borneo. This helped to identify more specific keywords which were then used in Boolean searches within Google Scholar, helping to produce more specific results. Information discovered was then cross-referenced within the Curtin library. During this research, I quickly discovered that oil palm plantations are not the only driver of deforestation. Other industries such as forestry and farming also contribute to loss of habitat, adding to the complexities of data available. Another issue that made this inquiry more complicated is that 3 separate countries govern Borneo, and the information researched was separated according to location. For future research on this topic, I would choose a single country to address this issue and refine the data collected to allow for more in-depth elaboration. Palm oil is exceptionally versatile and is used in many products from foods to cosmetics and even biofuel. Palm oil is affordable due to cheap labour in the countries where it is produced. The low cost of palm oil drives global demand. This demand has a flow-on effect to producers who then clear more land to meet supply needs. 80% of the world's palm oil is produced in Borneo. In the early 1970s, Borneo was estimated to be 76% old-growth forest. Deforestation to make way for plantations, driven by global demand, in the last 50 years has created a further loss of 34% of that forest, including in areas that are protected by conservation laws. In a study conducted by Maria Voigt and her associates at the Centre for the Integrative Biodiversity Research, estimates that in a period from 1999 to 2015, 100,000 orangutans were killed. The research goes on to predict that by 2050, a further 45,000 more will be lost if steps aren't taken to protect them and their habitat. Orangutans are vital in promoting biodiversity within the forest. The fruit they consume takes considerable time to digest, and this, coupled with their movement within the forest, aids in the dispersion of seeds, ensuring the biodiversity of plant life. This link between the orangutan and the forest highlights the importance of preserving both, as neither can survive without the other. Land clearing in Borneo is achieved through conventional logging. Local farmers fell trees by hand while large companies use heavy machinery. The roads built to enable forestry also produce hazards, as orangutans are killed by vehicles. Fires are used to clear the land, presenting yet another hazard for all living things within the forest. To help protect this vital ecosystem, the collaboration of many agencies is required in order to uphold the laws and policies in place. These include Borneo's governments, conservation groups and farmers. Organisations such as the Forest Stewardship Council certifies companies that meet strict criteria of sustainable production. The FSC then gives consumers access to a database of companies who meet these guidelines of ethical production, providing consumers with knowledge of whom to purchase from in order to support the practice of sustainable production and farming. This inquiry would suit Year 4 students and link in with a content descriptor of science understanding. Living things depend on each other and the environment to survive. The orangutan requires the forest for habitat and food, while acting as seed disperser, playing a vital role in ensuring biodiversity of plant life. This inquiry also looks at how humans and animals are in competition with one another for resources within the forest. The trees provide habitat for all the living things, and humans see the trees as resources.